Welcome back. On this channel, I occasionally like to use martial principles to demonstrate a spiritual principle. I think it's a really wonderful way because you get to really see the principle in action. So today we're going to look at the principle of coming from behind. So my friend is going to punch at my face. And the normal thing that you would do when somebody punches at your face is, oh my God, I got to deal with this thing right here that's coming at me, right? So how can I grab onto this thing? That's how we usually think of a problem. So we want to, oh my God, I have to catch it, right? So if he pulls back and he punches again, oh God, I couldn't catch it. Okay, I'm gonna try, I can't catch it, it's too fast. It's like the needle of the hummingbird, the beak of the hummingbird. How am I ever gonna catch that little thing, right? It's moving too fast, it's too small, and I cannot catch it from this side. But what will happen every single time is this arm will come from this shoulder right here. I know that's a fact. I know every single time it's going to originate from this shoulder. He can't get away from that. So if I will use the principle of coming from behind, when he strikes at me, I already know that it's coming from his shoulder. And so I'm going to redirect it. So I don't need him to miss me by this much, right? So I don't need to block and make sure it misses me by this much. I actually only need to make sure it misses my face or my chest, right? If he's striking at me, I just need to redirect it that much. And to do that, I'm coming from behind the arm. So he strikes. Go slow, go slow. I'm going to come from behind the arm, behind the elbow, and that's going to redirect him past my face. So let's make this for real. So he's going to punch right at my nose, and see, that would have hit me, right? So now I'm going to just redirect that much, and that's all I need to create a connection. So the force when it comes out is very strong, okay, right? So now I can't move his arm, right? It's really strong. But look what happens when I use the principle of coming from behind. Well, now I can move it any way I like, right? He's trying to keep it strong, but I've come from behind and he doesn't have much control anymore. So that's the principle. He strikes, I come from behind. And that gives me leverage to do all kinds of other stuff. That's the principle, you see? So it's that same principle that we are using in meditation. I often say this, I love to say this, when your mind fights your mind and one mind wins, right? One mind wins, you're still stuck with your mind, you see? So the mind comes at us with all of its thoughts and all of its problems, right? And we want to meet it head on. We want to catch it from the front. We want to use our mind to control the mind. And it will never work the way that you want it to. You'll get a little bit of results that way. You'll get a little bit of success, but you won't get a huge success. And so this is this is why I love this principle. This principle of coming from behind is at the root of yoga. It's what makes yogic meditation work in the first place. The yogi says, I can't deal with my mind from the front end. I can't catch it in the front, right? I've got to work at it from behind. And so he uses the very biggest handle in the room to create change, and that's the breath and the body. By lowering the idle state of the breath, the heart, the body, all of that slows down. And it reflects back on the mind. And the mind slows down automatically. Isn't that amazing? So we're not coming at it from the front. We're not trying to catch the beak of the hummingbird. we're going to have a really hard time from that. But we can catch the tail. That's the principle that we're using here. We're coming from behind. And that allows us to create a much more sustained and dynamic change in ourselves. We come at our mind from the breath, not from the side of the mind, because that's going to be almost impossible. Pandora's box. You can't fit those things back in the box, right? You have to solve the problem in a different way. So that's why we always go to the breath. And how do we go to the breath? By creating a breath pattern, which is heart rate variability resonant breathing. We sync ourselves into that pattern, and automatically we lower the heart rate, and we feel this tremendous calm come over us. So I have people tell me all the time of their wild success with heart rate variability resonance, and I just love it. And so if you're new to this channel, you're not sure where that is, I want you to check out my playlist. Go to my channel and look at the playlist. You're going to see 7 steps to deep meditation. That's going to introduce you to heart rate variability resonant breathing. There's also a playlist called Heart Rate Variability Resonant Breathing Meditation. And you're going to see different rates of breath, and they begin at 7 breaths per minute. So try that out. Then try the 6, then try the 5. Find the one that is comfortable for you. And we're going to have an app coming out very, very soon. So be ready for that. It's not ready just yet, but it's going to come out, and I think that you will love it. It'll be a really wonderful way to step very easily into heart rate variability resonance, to step into meditation and get those results very, very quickly. So I hope that you love this presentation, because it's very, very simple, but it's a very deep principle. Whenever we have a problem here, remember that if I try and attack it from the front, I'm going to have a hard time. But if I come in through the back door, if I come from behind, I might have more success. And so definitely, when it comes to your mind, this is the principle. It's the only one that works. You're not going to control it you're not going to catch it and control it from the front. You got to come from behind. And that's what's going to allow you to gain this mastery and this actual concentration. People ask me all the time, how do I do concentration? You cannot do it from the front. You cannot catch the ball from the front. You gotta do it from behind. And that's the breath. That's the body. You use the body and the breath as the largest handle in the room to create change. You still the body. You lower the idol of the body, the breath and the heart, by heart rate variability resonant breathing. You lower that. And that instantly reflects on the mind, and you'll feel more and more and more calm. It might not be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect in the beginning. You just need some success. And then you build on that, and you have more success. And then you have more success. And that's how it works. That's how it goes. So I hope you loved this. If you did, be sure to hit that bell down below so I can see all of you